This conference will now be
Today is
recorded.
Tuesday, June 4th, 5 o'clock. It's our regular Board of Trustees meeting. Mr. Simcoe, can we do the call?
Yes.
The meeting order, please.
Mr. Crandall? Here. Mr. Janway?
Here.
Mr. Mahoney?
Here.
Simcoe here.
We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Any additions or deletions to the agenda this evening? Oh, hey, before I get started, we've got a few distinguished guests today. Mayor Stow is here from the City of Sylvania. Bill Sanford, Head of Economic Development for the City of Sylvania. Jill Johnson, School Board Member, and her husband Larry. Hi, Larry. And Matt Sapera from Mercy Hospital's here. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. So actually, we're going to get you guys in and out of here so you guys go catch dinner with your families tonight. Okay. So Mayor, would you like to declare the proclamation on behalf of the City of Sylvania for Mercy Hospital, please?
I do, and Matt, whoever you want to come up.
Do you want to have them introduce themselves?
If you'd like to.
That'd be great.
You want to step to the mic, please, introduce yourself, please.
Sure. I'll start.
Good afternoon, trustees. My name is Jim Widener. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Mercy Health in the Toledo market. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for coming tonight.
Good afternoon, or good evening. Andrea Gwynn, President of Mercy Health, St. Anne Hospital, Sylvania Medical Center. Pleasure to be here today.
Thanks for coming, Andrea.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Emily Medina. I'm the Clinical Nurse Manager for the Mercy Health Freestanding ED in Sylvania. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming, Emily.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Scott. I work pretty close with Emily as the Medical Director at Mercy Freestanding ER in Sylvania.
Thanks for coming, Tim.
Good evening, Greg Hughey. I'm the Interim Vice President of Nursing at St. Anne's Hospital.
Thanks for coming, Greg.
Chris Gulliver, the CEO of River Board Emergency Services. This was one of our brainchild operations to get the freestanding up and running here in Sylvania. We're so glad to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for coming, Chris.
Yeah. And I'm Matt Sapera, Vice President of Business Development and Advocacy. Thank you, trustees. Appreciate the opportunity tonight.
You're welcome, Matt. Thank you. Please.
I do have a proclamation from the City of Sylvania I'd like to read. This proclamation was actually intended to be presented a few weeks ago, so the dates are in the past, but I think it still applies. Whereas Mercy Health Sylvania Medical Center was awarded the 2023 Press Gaining Human Experience Guardian of Excellence Award for patient satisfaction. And whereas this award honors the Sylvania Medical Center Emergency Department for reaching the 95th percentile for patient experience. The Guardian of Excellence Awards are awarded annually to healthcare establishments who sustain performance in the top 5% based on 1 year of data. And whereas this is the second consecutive year that the Sylvania Medical Center was recognized, and whereas the Mercy Health Sylvania Medical Center opened in 2015 at the corner of Central Avenue and King Road to offer better access to top quality care to citizens in the City of Sylvania. Now, therefore, I, Craig A. Stow, Mayor, do hereby proclaim the second day of April 2024 as Mercy Health Sylvania Medical Center Day in the City of Sylvania.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. I've got one more proclamation for you, guys. It's going to sound really similar. Can't make this up.
Hey, Mayor.
Anyways, this is a plaque from Sylvania Township trustees. This is a proclamation honoring Mercy Health Sylvania Medical Center. Whereas Mercy Health Sylvania Medical Center was awarded the 2023 Press Gaining Human Experience Human, is that right? Human Experience Guardian of Excellence Award for patient satisfaction. Whereas this annual award is awarded to healthcare establishments that uphold performance in the top 5% performance in patient satisfaction nationwide, percent based on 1 year of data. Whereas the Mercy Health Sylvania Medical Center opened in 2015 at the corner of Sylvania and King Road And since its opening, its doors has continued to provide top quality care to Sylvania Township residents. And I can speak for that personally. You guys have done a beautiful job there. Whereas there's medical facilities such as this that make Sylvania Township a top place to live and work. Now, therefore, we, the Sylvania Township Board of Trustees, take this opportunity to express our sincere and grateful appreciation to the doctors and staff at Mercy Health, Sylvania Medical Center, for their continued contribution to the Sylvania community. Signed by Neil Mahoney, but the trustees, all of us here today. So thanks for coming. Appreciate you taking your time out tonight. And this is your chance to get out of here too. Stick around, but I suggest you fly out of here. So.
Bring those proclamations with you. You come right on. Okay. Oh, we should stand on the edge. You stand.
Hey, man, we got freshmen at St. Francis here. Oh, wow. Man, son was a good football player at St. Francis. Thank you. Good seeing you. Good seeing you.
He's a big, he's a lot to us, really.
Well,
I think that Mercy is really like.
Oh,
Not just appreciate it.
thank you guys. You guys basically should. Everyone wants to stick around.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you next month. I'll see you guys.
Where's your son?
St. Francis.
I thought he's out at St. John's.
We pulled him out at
Yeah, John.
the Christmas break.
I had a change to the finance.
Okay.
I think it's. Well, when I told you
It's been a year.
tonight, 11, I said to them, I like
My kids, my boys,
my heart rate. I don't know if you want to make it formal.
Okay.
I could talk
and
to
because
I
more
can get
kids
that squared
are
away.
from Sylvania,
We decide.
to
Okay.
St. John's, that's what they can.
Do you want to add anything to that?
No,
Okay.
just saying.
Okay. Okay, do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda this evening? Actually, I got ahead of myself. We did approve the minutes, or no? I'd like to make, did we have any questions on the regular minutes?
Yeah, I'd like to correct, when I tabled the motion, it was to this next meeting.
Okay,
I think that ought to be in there. It's on the agenda.
okay, I'm glad you brought that up, thank you. Okay, any additions or deletions to tonight's agenda? Oliver, we good to go?
Nothing further.
Okay, thank you. A hearing of the public, agenda items only. Have anybody signed in at all?
I don't believe so. Yeah.
No. Okay, nothing there, all right. Okay, so we've got a zoning hearing at 5:30, so we're gonna move on from
We
there.
gotta approve the minutes, you know.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Did we not approve? I'm sorry. I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes with the exception of Mr. Grant's corrected, yes.
Second,
Mr. Crandall?
yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes. So, and then the zoning hearing, zoning minutes are going to be at 5:30. Nash Bridges, you're up here, buddy, for the road department.
Good evening. I have one item, resolution 24-105. There we go. It's authorization to offer conditional employment to one utility worker with the help of Lula and the HR team. We did extensive advertising interviews. We've narrowed it down to one individual. We recommend Scott Van de Sandy to hire with a tentative start date of June 10th.
Any questions? I'll offer resolution 24-105, authorization to offer employment for utility worker.
Second.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Thank you.
Jeff, come on down, fire department.
Oliver's going to join me as well.
Okay.
Chief Nye's out of town on department business. So
Not a problem.
I'm here for
being
your pleasure. So I believe the first thing is to discuss the resolution and the necessity of the levy. I was going to have Oliver start off with a brief message, and then I'll continue and ask if you have any questions then.
Good afternoon, trustees and fiscal officer Simcoe. Thank you for the consideration on this resolution. The adjustments from the previous meeting have been made to the needs assessment. The updated version has been included in the agenda packet. The primary changes of note, of the highest note, would be changing the time frame. Previously, it was 4 to 6 years. The time frame would now be a solid 6 years, so that there would not be another procedure like this to request an additional levy until 6 years had elapsed. So that would be in the year 2030. Also, as part of ensuring that there would be sufficient fiscal stability during that time frame, the projected staffing has been adjusted. So rather than 3 firefighters being hired in 2025 and subsequently 3 more being hired in 26 and 27, this would plan for more of a staggered approach where 3 would be hired in the latter half of 2025. 3 would then be hired in the latter half of 2027. And then finally, the last 3 that would be projected would be in the latter half of 2029. Additional adjustments to the information has been made, and glad to answer any questions specific to those points. Otherwise, I'll turn it back over to Assistant Chief Bennett.
Thank you. The only comment, with time being short, that I'd like to make is with the staffing. The Sylvania Fire Department has always run below the recommended guidelines, and we do that because we hire good quality firefighters to run on our apparatus. But with the sheer volume of runs that we've had, approaching 7,500 runs last year, with almost 65% of them overlapping, the sheer volume of runs is getting to be too much for the staff that we have, and that's why we're looking for the additional staffing. So I just wanted to highlight that, and I'm welcome any questions.
I like tying the staffing to the runs. That's an unknown though going into the future. I'm real comfortable with 6 years. If you look at our history, we've been up to 7, 9, and now we're down to 4. And I think we've got to pledge 6 years myself if we're doing 2.5 mils. And therefore, you guys are going to have to follow that pretty close. I'm dependent upon the department and Oliver to be sure we go 6 years. I think it could be tight, as you know. One thing alone is the 800,000 from the county. That's about $500,000 right there, but we have a 3-year contract. But start going out 6 years, there's probably at least 1 new bargaining unit agreement. You may have another change in leaderships in the department. So I'm for the motion. In fact, I'll make it, but we've got to pledge 6 years, and we got to keep that pledge in my mind. And I appreciate the extra 2 weeks to take a look at this. So I'll make the motion to a resolution of necessity for additional 2.5 mils, continuing fire levy increase to 10 mil limit for a period of 6 years.
Second?
Mr. Kramer.
Yes.
Mr. Genowine.
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney.
Yes.
Thank you. I just have 2 quick other resolutions. The fire department maintains a 2-year promotion list. That list expires this Friday. So we did get a recent test for both lieutenants and captains. And so I have 2 resolutions to certify those tests and those lists. The first one is for the rank of lieutenant, and that'll be resolution 24-103.
Any questions? I'll offer resolution 24103 to certify the fire department's promotional list for lieutenant.
Second.
Mr. Crandall.
Yes.
Mr. Genowine.
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney.
Yes.
Thank you. And the next resolution is for the promotion list for captain. That'll be resolution 24-104.
I I did have a question on that. I saw Sean's name was on there, and then I saw something that he left our department. Is that inaccurate?
He hasn't officially given any notice, but there is, he has, does have an opportunity possibly outside.
Okay.
Any other questions? I'll offer resolution 24104 to certify fire departments for promotional list for rank of captain.
Second.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, Oliver.
Hi, good afternoon again. The first item under the administrator's category is Resolution 24-106, approving a joint cooperation agreement with the city of Sylvania. There have been details provided regarding this possible partnership previously. This would be $200,000 up to $200,000 contribution by the township for the improvement of the Sylvania City, Sylvania Avenue lift station. This is a unique piece of infrastructure, as in discussing this with Sylvania City, I understand it serves 80% of its flow serves Sylvania Township residents. Generally, these residents live within the area that's bounded by Corey Road to the west, City of Toledo to the east, Monroe Street to the north, and 475 to the south. Would be glad to answer any questions that the board may have.
I'll offer resolution 24106, approving a joint cooperation agreement with the city of Sylvania.
Second.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Second item is 24-107, a resolution to authorize the hiring of a staff accountant. This builds on previous action taken by the trustees at the December 19th regular meeting, during which there is a wage range established for this position. The wage range has been verified by the Employers Association, and this position would provide, among other duties, provide backup and succession planning for key fiscal department employees. Would be glad to answer any questions the board may have.
If there's no questions, I'll offer 24107, a resolution to hire a staff accountant.
Second.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Oliver. All right, Dave.
Just quickly, you've all had a chance to look at our April 2024 analysis, and we're doing very nicely as last year on our income and that, but importantly, I think we're doing a good job of holding our expenses down too. We do have good cooperation with our departments in this. I want to emphasize that, and with Oliver and the department heads, but a lot of times it's the staff, and we've said this before, it's the staff folks there that help them stay within their budget. So unless there's any questions, I have a resolution to offer. It's resolution 24-109, in advance of funds, and I believe it has to do with those bulletproof vests again, if I'm remembering, but yeah. So, the OTOA grant training.
Any questions? I'll offer resolution 24109, advancement of funds.
Second.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Okay, now we sign in for the hearing of public and non-agenda items. Oliver, I do have a question for you, if you don't mind. Well, you're going to be coming up for Aldi anyways on Central Avenue. Do you want to get these? We had a meeting last week, stage 3 of agreements that was filed, and just are you going to be coming out with a report to the team here as to what the findings were?
Correct, yes. There was the step 3 hearing, which was held last week. Thank you for serving as a representative.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's a summary that's been prepared and distributed to the board, pending any final type of input or concerns that would be sent to local 2243 as soon as tomorrow, or the latter part of this week.
Great. One thing I could just capture from the meeting was their confidence in what Jeff and Chris are doing. I thought that was a really kind of a good dynamic team building effort also that day. It was a good to get the team together and make sure we're going down the right path, so. Okay, so then you've got one more thing, Oliver, the Percentum?
Yes, I believe that is for the liquor permit for the Aldi store that will be on Percentum. My understanding is that have confirmed this. Police and fire have no objections to this. This is one of the businesses that will be included in the expanded development district.
And no action needs to be taken this evening?
Correct. On these topics, there's no action that's required. If there were to be some type of objection, in that case, the board would have the option to exercise an objection to take it to liquor control so that they could hold a hearing on the issue.
Got it. Okay. We've got about 9 minutes for our zoning hearing.
I have an abatement if we want to do that.
I'm sorry?
We got abatement.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Hi, Darryl.
Hi. I have resolution 24110, abatement of properties for high grass. There's 3 properties listed. Actually, 2 of them have now been cut. So only 5202 Trellis Way will need to be abated at this point.
That seems like an address that gets brought up once a year, huh?
A couple times a year.
Any questions on it? I'll offer 24110, authorization of abatement of vegetation.
Second. Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Gentleman?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. With that being said, we've got like 9 minutes or so to 8 minutes or so before we open up the 5:30 meeting, the hearing on Whiteford Road.
I will say, one of my neighbors has a sign up, no mow May, kind of like the no shave November. So their grass is about a foot tall and everybody keeps asking them about it. But it is supposed to be healthy for the grass and I don't know. It also doesn't make them cut the grass for a month and a half, so.
All righty. Sam, do we turn the tape off?
This conference will now be recorded.
Thank you. Okay. So Daryl, do you want to come on up and tell us a little bit about Whiteford Road?
Sure.
Please.
So we have a zone change request for the property at 5629 Whiteford Road. This is a 0.37 acre lot on the west side of Whiteford, just south of Alexis. It's currently occupied by a 1,661 square foot single family dwelling. It's abutted by single family dwellings on all sides. It has been continuously used as a residential dwelling, but it's currently zoned C2 general commercial. The applicant is requesting a zone change from C2 to RA low-density residential to bring the zoning of the property into compliance with the use of the property. Additionally, the existing commercial zoning inhibits current or future property owners from obtaining financing or refinancing of the dwelling. The Lucas County the land use plan recommends low to medium density residential for this area. The Lucas County Plan Commission staff and the Plan Commission itself both recommend approval of the zone change. And the Sylvania Township Zoning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the zone change. Zoning staff recommends approval of the zone change from C2 to RA for the property at 5629 Whiteford Road for the following 4 reasons. 1, the proposed zone change is compatible with the Sylvania Township's land use plan's recommendation of low to medium density residential uses. 2, the proposed zone change should not create an unreasonable adverse impact upon existing nearby properties. 3, the proposed zone change is compatible with the neighboring uses. And lastly, the proposed zone change has received recommendations of approval from the Lucas County Plan Commission and the Sylvania Township Zoning Commission.
Okay. Are the applicants here this evening?
Yes.
Oh, hi, guys. Thanks for coming. We're going to open up a public hearing at 5:32. Are there anybody that is here that'd like to speak on behalf of the project, whether it be for or against? Okay, that's a quick one. I'll close the hearing at 5:33. And does the board have any questions about the zone change or any discussion?
I don't have any.
Okay, I'll offer resolution 24108, approve a zone change from C2 to RA low residential located at 5629 Whiteford Road.
Second.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes. All right, well, congratulations, you guys. With that being said, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn at 5:33.
Second.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes. All right, thanks, everybody.